Voting in the UK general election is underway at more than 40,000 polling stations across the country. Polls opened at 7 o'clock BST on Thursday, with counting starting once voting ends at 2200 hours BST. A total of 650 Westminster MPs will be elected, with about 46.9 million people registered to vote. That is up from the last general election, in 2015, when there were 46.4 million registered voters. Some votes have already been cast through postal voting, which accounted for 16.4% of the total electorate at the 2015 general election. People with an undelivered postal vote can still deliver it by hand to their local polling station. Overall turnout in 2015, when the Conservatives won 331 out of 650 seats, was 66.4%, up from 2010. Most polling stations are in schools, community centers and parish halls, but pubs, a laundrette and a school bus have been used in the past. Police have increased security at polling stations, including patrols by armed officers in some areas, following the recent terror attacks. A handful of seats are expected to be declared by midnight, with the final results expected on Friday afternoon. Unusually, no local elections are taking place at the same time, so results might come through earlier than in recent general elections. In 2015, the first seat to declare was Houghton and Sunderland South at 2248 BST. To form a majority in the House of Commons, one party must win 326 seats. In 2015, a Conservative majority was not confirmed until 1334 BST. The weather forecast is for some rain in southwest England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales on Thursday, with southeast England remaining cloudy and dry. Polls close at 2200 hours BST, but officials say anyone in a polling station queue at this time should be able to cast their vote. The BBC and APO's main election program, fronted by David Dimbleby, starts at 21:55 BST, with live coverage from scores of counts. Dimbleby, fronting his 10th election night broadcast, will be joined by Miss Hal Hussein, Emily Maitlis, Jeremy Vine. Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland will have their own overnight programs, but will join How Edwards from 7 o'clock BST on 9 June. On the radio, an overnight broadcast by BBC Radio 4 will be hosted by Jim Nutty and Carolyn Quinn. On BBC Radio 5 Live, the overnight show will be hosted by Stephen Nolan and Emma Barnett. Full coverage of the results as they come in will be on the BBC Politics Online Live page and front page scorecard, with all the big breaking stories from around the country and analysis by correspondents.